I am G. Veera Reddy, lecturer in computer science, JVR Government Degree College, Sattupalli, Khammam district. Topic is DBMS in 3-schema architecture. The 3-schema architecture is also called ANSI, PARC architecture or 3-level architecture. This framework is used to describe the structure of the specific database system. The 3-schema architecture is also used to separate the user application and physical database. The 3-schema architecture contains 3 levels. It breaks the database down into 3 different categories. In 3-schema architecture as follows. The first one is internal schema, conceptual schema or external schema. And here we see the image. Internal schema, that is internal level, conceptual schema, that is conceptual level, and external schema, external level. In external level, there is more than 2 may be used. They connected with the database. This is the image for the 3-schema architecture. Then it shows the DBMS architecture mapping to use the transform the request and response between the various database levels of architecture. It is a transforms response between the various database level architectures. Mapping is not good for small DBMS because it takes more time. In external conceptual mapping, it is necessary to transform the request from external level to conceptual schema. In conceptual or internal mapping, DBMS transforms the request from the conceptual or internal level. First one is internal level. The internal level has an internal schema which describes the physical storage structure of the database. The internal level has an internal schema which describes the physical storage structure of the database. The internal schema is also known as physical schema. It uses the physical data models. It is used to define the how the data will be stored in a block. It is used to define the that how the data will be stored in a block. The physical level is used to describe complex low-level data structure in detail. Next one, the conceptual level. The conceptual schema describes the design of a database at the conceptual level. Conceptual level is known as the logical level. The conceptual schema describes the structure of the whole database. The conceptual level describes that data are to be stored in the database, and also describes that relationship exists among those data. In the conceptual level, internal details such as an implementation of the data structure are hidden. Programmers are database administrators work at this level. Here in a internal level, it is used a physical data model. It is a internal schema or internal level. It is known as a physical schema. In this one, describe the complex low level data structure in detail. In conceptual schema, it is a logical level, physical level and logical level. Here conceptual level is a logical level. Here the conceptual level, internal details such as implementation of the data structure are hidden. Programmers or data administrators work at this level. And the next one is the external level. At this external level, a database contains several schemas that sometimes called as subschema. The subschema used to describe the different view of the database. An external schema is also known as view schema or user view. Each view schema describes the database part that particular user group in hidden and remaining database from the user group. Here user views or view schemas are more than one. Any number of schemas or any number of user views we can shown in the figure. The view schema describes the end user interaction with the database system. This is the 3 schema database architecture. The first schema is physical schema, that is internal schema. The conceptual schema is nothing but the logical schema. The external schema is nothing but a schema views or user views. This is a 3 schema architecture. The next topic is database administrator. The database administrator is shortly called as the DBA. Its primary job is to ensure that data is available, protected from loss and corruption, and easily accessible as needed. Below are some of the responsibilities that make up the day-to-day work on DBA. DSP deliver on the outsourced DBA service. The UK provided Oracle supports and SQL Server supports. LSET, mindset and toolset may be different. Whether a database resides on-premise on the public-private code of role of the DBA is not in the different. Software utilization and maintenance. A DBA often collaborates on the initial installation and configuration of the new Oracle. SQL Server is a database. The system administration sets up hardware and deploys an operating system for the database server. Then the DBA installs the database software and configures it for us use as updates and patches are required. The DBA handles this ongoing maintenance. handles this ongoing maintenance. And if a new server is needed, the DBA handles the transfer of data from existing system to a new platform. Data extraction, the second point is data extraction, transformation and loading, that is shortly called as ETL. Data extraction, transformation and loading refers to effectively importing large volumes of data that have been extracted from multiple systems into a data warehouse environment. This external data is cleaned up and transformed to fit the desired format so that it can be imported into a central repository. This is a extraction, transformation and loading. This external data is cleaned up and transformed into fit by the desired format. What type of format you need to be imported to a constable repository. Repository is nothing but they store the data in repository. Specialized data handlings. Today database can be massive and may contain unstructured data types such as image, document, sound or different types of formats. Managing a large database may requires higher level skills and additional monitoring or tuning and maintain effectively or efficiently. Fourth one, database backup and recovery is a very important for database administrator. That DBA creates a backup and recovery plans to producers based on the industry best practice. Then they make sure the necessary steps are followed. Backups cost time and money, so the DBA may have to pursue management to take necessary precautions to pursue data. System administration and other personnel may actually create the backups, but is the DBA responsibility to make sure that everything is done on schedule. In the cost of several failures of the form of data loss, the DBA will use existing backups and restore lost information to the systems. Different types of failures may be occurred in the recovery strategies. DBA must be prepared for any problem with technology changes. It can become the more typical DBA backups database to be cloud, Oracle Cloud or Oracle Database and MS Azure for SQL Server. Security. A DBA needs to know potential weakness of the database software in the company's overall system and work to minimize risks. No system is 100% to attacks, but implementing best practice can minimize risks. In this case of security breach or irregularity of DBA, can consult audit logs to see who has done what to do the data. Audit trails are also important when working with the regulated data. Authentication. Setting up employees access in an important aspects of database security. DBAs control who has access and what type of access they are allotted. For instance, a user may have permission to see only certain pieces of information of they may be defined the ability to make changes to the system. The seventh one is capacity planning. The DBA needs to know how large the data currently is and how fast growing in order to make prediction about future needs. Storage refers to how much room the database takes up in a server and backup space. Capacity refers to usage level. If the company is growing quickly and adding many new users, the DBA will have create the capacity to handle the extra workload. Performance monitoring. Monitoring databases performance issue is part of the ongoing system maintenance. A DBA performs maintenance. A DBA performs. If some part of the system is slowing down processing, the DBA may need to make configuration changes to the software or add additional hardware capacity. Many types of monitoring tools are available. Part of the DBA job is understand what they need to track to improve the system. Third-party organizations can be ideal for outsourcing this aspect, but make sure they often modern DBA supports. Database tuning. This is the ninth one. Performance monitoring shown when the database should be tweaked to operate effectively as possible. The physical configuration, the way the database is indexed, and how queries are handled can all have a dramatic effect on database performance. With effective monitoring, it is possible to proactively tune system based on the application and usage instead of waiting until a problem develops. The next one is the troubleshooting. DBAs are on call for troubleshooting in case of any problems, whether they need to quickly restore lost data or correct an issue or minimize damage. A DBA needs to quickly understand and respond the problems when they occur. This is the DBA, database administration properties. The next one is the data dictionary. Data dictionary consists of the following information: name of the tables in the database, constraints of the table, keys or relationship, columns of the table that relate to each other, owner of the table, last accessed information of the object, last updated information of the object. An example of data dictionary can be personal details of the student. For example, student personal data, student ID, student name, student email address, student city. This is the address. The following is the data dictionary for above fields. Here we have to create a table, field name student ID, data type number, length 5, constraint, primary key constraint added, description student ID means student ID, student name, this data type is varchar, field length is 20, constraint not given, the description what you thinking, student address, data type varchar, size 30, constraint not given, student city, data type varchar, field length 20, constraint not given, description city of the student, types of the data dictionary. Here the two types of data dictionary, active data dictionary. The DBMS software manages the active data dictionary automatically. The modification is an automatic task, and the most RDBMS has active data dictionary. It is also known as integrated data dictionary. Passive data dictionary managed by the user and is modified manually when the database structure changes, also known as integrated data dictionary. Next one is types of database. We have a database collection of data records. Database management system is designed to manage database. The database management system is a software system that uses a standard method to store and organize data. The data can be added, updated, deleted, or traversed using various standard algorithms and queries. Types of database management system. There are several types of database management system. The first one is hierarchical database, network database, relational database. In the usual level, you have to see in three database or object oriented database. Here graphic database, ER model database, document database, NoSQL database. First one is the hierarchical database. In hierarchical database management system, data is stored in a parent-children relationship node. It is a hierarchical database. Besides, actual data record also contain information about their groups of parent-child relationship. In hierarchical database model, data is organized into three like structures. The data is stored in the form of collection of fields where each field contains only one value. The records are linked to each other via links into a parent-children relationship. In a hierarchical database node model, each children record has only one parent. A parent can have multiple children. To relate to a field data, we need to traverse through the tree until the record is found. The hierarchical database system structure was developed by IBM in the early 1960s. Why the hierarchical structure is simple? It is inflexible due to parent-child one-to-many relationship. Hierarchical database widely used build high performance and availability applications, usually banking and telecommunication industries. Here this is the hierarchical model. The first one is the mother and the remaining are the childs. Here we see root node and level 1 child, level 1 child, level 2 child, level 2 child, level 2 child. This is the hierarchical model. In hierarchical model there is advantages of hierarchical model. A hierarchical database can be accessed and updated rapidly as shown in the figure above. Its model structure is like a tree and the relationship between records and defined as advanced. This feature is double-edged sword. Disadvantages: the type of database structure. Each child in the tree may have only one parent. Relationship or linkage between the children are not permitted. If they make sense from the logical standpoint, hierarchical databases are like this in the design. Adding a new field or record requires that the entire database be redefined. The next one is network database. In the network database management system, use a network structure to create a relationship between the entities. Network databases are mainly used on large digital computers. Network databases are hierarchical database, but unlike hierarchical database, when one node can have a single parent only, a network node can have a relationship with multiple entities. A network database looks more like a interconnected network or records. In network database, children are called members and parents are called occupies. The difference between each child or member is that it can have more than one parent. Stores, clerks, customers, transactions and items. The approval of the network data model is similar to the hierarchical data model. Data is in a network database are organized in a many-to-many relationship. The network database structure was invented by Charles Bachman. Next one is relational database. Here, relationship between the data relations and the stored in a tabular form are columns and rows. Each column, if a table, represents an attribute and each row in a table represents a record. Each field in the table represents a data value. SQL is the language used to query RDBMS, including inserting, updating, deleting and searching records. Relational database work on each table that has a key field that uniquely indicates each row. This key field can be used to connect one table of a data to another. Here, client and server. This is a relational database. In a relational database are the most popular and widely used database. Some of the popular DBMS are Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, SQLite, and these are all. The relational database have two major advantages. The relational database can be used with little or no training. Database entries can be modified without specifying the entry body. Properties of relational tables. In a relational database, you have to follow the properties given below. Values are atomic, each row is alone. Columns are the same thing, columns are undistinguished, sequence of row is insufficient, each column has a no name. Object oriented model. In this model, we have discussed the functionality of object oriented programming. It takes more than one stage of programming languages. Object DBMS increases the semantics of C++ and Java. It provides the full-featured database programming capacity with object oriented languages. It adds the database functionality to object programming languages. The approach is the analogical of the application and database development into a consist data models and language environment. Application require less code, use more natural data modeling, and code based are easier to maintain. Object developers can write complete database application with a decent amount of additional effort. This is the object oriented programming. Inheritance. Object oriented programming, inheritance, data encapsulation, data identification, polymorphism. An object oriented database in a managing of the object oriented programming data technology. Database capabilities are integrity, security, versatility, transactions, queries, recovery. These are all the database capabilities. The object oriented database derivation is the integrity of object oriented programming language system and consistent system. The power of object database comes from the cyclical treatment of both consistent data as found in the database and translate data as found in executing program. In object oriented database, use small recyclable separated from software called objects. The objects themselves are stored in the object oriented database. Each object contains two elements: piece of data, that is sound, video, text, graphics, are instructions or software program called methods for what to do with the data. Object oriented database management system were created in the early 1980s. OOPS language such as Delphi, Ruby, C++, Java, these are the created and developed different. The disadvantage of the object-oriented database. Object-oriented database are more expensive to develop. Most organizations are unwilling to abandon and convert from these database. The benefits of object-oriented database: compiling, the ability to mix and match reusable object to provide incredible multimedia capabilities. This is the next one is the graphic database, ER model database. The graphic database, NoSQL database are use a graph structure for semantic queries. The data is stored in the form of nodes, edges, and properties. In a graph database, a node parents entity or instance such as customer, person, a car, or node in equivalent to a record in a relational database system. An edge in a graph database represents a relationship that connects nodes. Properties are additional information added to the nodes. The next one is ER model, that is entity relationship model, implemented as the database. In simple relational database implementation, each row of the table represents one instance of an entity type, and each field in the table represents an attributes type. In a relational database, a relationship between the entities is implemented by sorting the primary key of one of entities as a pointer or foreign key in the table of another entity. The document database. The document database, also NoSQL database, that stores data in the form of documents. Each document presents the data, its relationship between other data elements and attributes of data. Document database store data in a key value form. Document database has become popular recently due to the document storage and NoSQL properties. NoSQL data storage provides faster mechanism to store and search documents. Popular NoSQL database are Hadoop, HBase, like that. NoSQL database. The last one is the NoSQL database. NoSQL database that are not using SQL as their primary data access language. Graph database, network database, object database, and document database are common in NoSQL database. The article answers the question with the NoSQL database. Here NoSQL generation. In NoSQL, database does not have predefined schemas, which makes NoSQL database as perfect candidate for rapidly changing development environment. NoSQL allows developers to make changes on the fly without affecting application. NoSQL database can be categorized into the following 5 major categories: columns, document, graph, key value, and object database. This is the NoSQL database. These are the types of the databases. Here we see in the types of the databases. Go to the types of the database. Here types of the database, where hierarchical database, network database, relational database, object oriented database, graph database, ER model database, document database, NoSQL database. Here number of databases we seen with examples and advantages and disadvantages also. Thank you.